Hi, welcome back to Alec and Tara's RC Adventures. I'm Alex.
And I'm John. I hope you watched part 1 of our video where we started work on the Tamiya TT02 Senna. In video 1 we got as far as stage 16 in the instructions. That was attaching the front bumper. Next we have the front uprights. For part 18 we need to get our front uprights. We need parts A10, parts A6, parts C1, also part A8. Here are the parts we need for attaching the front uprights. The small parts are A6, A8 and A10 and MB2 screws.
We're putting here.
We're putting part A8 goes on the bottom. So part A6, and that'll be screwed in with one of the MB2 screws. It's now just placing part A10, and that'll be held in place with another MB2 screw. So that's the first front upright fitted, and it's moving quite smoothly. Pocket grease.
Right over here.
Now both front uprights are in place. And now stage 19, the rear uprights, we use parts A11, BB3 and C3 and some more grease. There you go. Rear uprights complete. Next is figure 20. For this we'll use the 4 MB5 screws and parts C2 and also C1 and lots of grease. And here are the parts we need for stage 20. It's important to put some grease on the shafts of the MB5 screws as well. Next, stage 21, dampers. For this we need parts B15, B3, B10, B9 and B16, and also the MB7 springs. There's no oil shocks in these, they're very simple shocks, so at some stage we'll probably need to upgrade these. And here are the parts for the dampers. Here are the dampers and the MB4 screws. Front suspension in place. And also rear suspension. And next we have figure 24. That is the steering linkage. And you can see the parts we need: B12 by 2, A3, MB1 screws and B11 balls. And here we have the parts ready. I've already placed the B11 balls into the sockets as they're a little bit tight. And the 2 MB1 screws. These are in bag B. No. Here are the assembled steering linkages. Next, attaching the steering linkages, we need 2 MB3 screws and 2 MB1s and some washers MB6. These are all in bag B. We are now going to skip on to figure 30, as most of the other sections were related to fitting the electronics and we don't have a servo with us. So we'll skip on to attaching the tires in figure 30, but we won't be gluing them at this stage. Tires don't have any sponge inside, so they're very soft. All tires now attached to wheels. Next, figure 31, attaching the front wheels. For this, we use more plastic bushes, pin MA7, A14, which looks like a brake disc, and to secure the wheel, the MC8 nuts. Finalising all the wheels now. They all go on the same front and back. Next, figure 33, attaching the rear body mounts. And here's the parts we need for the rear body mount. It's parts B6, and 2 MB2 screws.
So we just put in here like that.
Rear body mounts in place. Next, figure 34, attaching the front body mounts, which is very similar to the rear. Front and rear body mounts now in place. Next is figure 35, attaching the front urethane bumper. So these are the parts we need for the front bumper. It's part B7 and 2 MA2 3x10 screws and the urethane bumper. And now just installing the battery pack cover. So that's part D1 and 2 MC10 clips. And here's the parts we need. Okay, so we've just tried one of our Traxxas 2S LiPo batteries in, and it fits perfectly. And this is the battery we're using. It's the 5000 mAh 2-cell. So that's pretty much all we can do for now. We've just tried the body on for fit. So what do you think of it, Alex?
It's the best car, apart from these.
Was it difficult to build?
Not really. We hope you'd enjoyed our video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And next video we will be working on the electronics and taking it for a test drive. There are videos here and here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button there.
Thank you again.